My name's Louise. I work in the care department at Swain Co Solicitors, and I will be addressing questions to do with social services involvement with families and their children. Parents will be entitled to legal aid if they have received a public law outline letter, which is a letter advising that social services intend to put the matter before the court. As a parent, they will automatically be entitled to legal aid. If they haven't yet received that letter, but their children are perhaps subject to a child protection plan, they may be entitled to advice under the legal help scheme, but that would be subject to their means. If the public law outline letter is received by a parent of a child, and they are on notice that potentially it could be put before the court, they should seek legal advice urgently. It's advisable not to leave matters too long and to seek out advice sooner rather than later. Once court proceedings have been issued, parents need to evidence that they acknowledge the concerns of social services and to take steps to address those concerns as quickly as possible. There is a court timetable of 26 weeks from start to finish, and so that is why it's extremely important to address any concerns as quickly as possible. The court will only go outside those 26 weeks in exceptional circumstances, so again that's why it's extremely important to seek out legal advice sooner rather than later. Parents are entitled to have contact with their children during court proceedings. In fact, the local authority are under a duty to promote contact between a child and their parents. So if a parent feels they are not having enough contact with their child, then that's something that we could assist with. Within care proceedings, it is possible to ask permission of the court to seek instruction of an expert if it's deemed appropriate and necessary. It very much does depend on the court's discretion as to whether the instruction can go ahead, but it is possible to instruct experts if necessary. Particularly in cases that have concerns about non-accidental injuries that children have sustained, it's more than likely that matters possibly could go over the 26-week court timetable, because experts essentially will probably be needed to try and find answers as to what has happened to a child that has sustained unexplained injuries. We are here to fight on a parent's behalf to ensure that we do everything possible to make sure that a child is either not removed or is placed back in a parent's care at the end of the court proceedings, and to potentially avoid a child being placed elsewhere. If you are a parent of a child and have social services involved with your family, or if you know anyone who does, then you can contact our care department on 02392 492 967.